There's a huge difference between good and great leaders. Good leaders manage teams, but great leaders, they inspire. But what sets them apart is the mental models they use. So today in this video, let's share with you 5 such powerful mental models which will elevate your leadership. So let's go. Let's start with the mental model number 1. First principles thinking. So instead of solving problem with assumptions and wisdom, this model helps you to solve a problem to its core elements. Understanding the problem to its core elements. Even our greats like Elon Musk and our very own Dhirubhai Ambani has used it. So when Dhirubhai Ambani started Reliance Industries, he didn't accept the high cost of importing polyester. So he broke down the process. He started high-end manufacturing units and thus made polyester cheap and accessible to all. This itself says a lot about first principles thinking. And then when I started consulting a startup with high operational costs, instead of cutting budgets, we identified unnecessary costs and optimized the processes. This itself reduced the cost by more than 30%. So key takeaway kya hai? Ask yourself what are the core elements of this problem and you will find solutions hiding in plain sight. Second, inversions. Inversion involves asking a simple question, one single question. What can go wrong? Well, instead of running behind success, ask yourself what can go wrong? From where we can get a failure? So when Indian government started with the UPI, it asked themselves a simple 2 questions. What could go wrong? The security risk and the adoption was their prime concerns. So by adopting encryptions and strategic bank partnerships, they solved this and UPI became the massive success. So this happened with me also. When we were launching a product, my team was focusing on how to make the product perfect. But I was focusing on one question. What could go wrong with the customers? How could customers be frustrated with some features that could, make their experience total negative? So we focused on solving those features and not just run behind usability issues, and thus avoided all the negative comments and thus made our product successful. So the key takeaway here is that think from the opposite side. How to fail less and you will be naturally successful more. Third mental model is the map is not the territory. So you are traveling with a map and you trust it completely, but when you reach your destination, the reality is different. Because plans are just approximations. Reality can be messy. Not that messy. When Flipkart started with big billion days sale, they faced massive website crashes and complaints from customers. So understanding that plans are not reality, they upgraded their infrastructures and also took care of transparent communication with their customers, thus becoming a massive success. So what are the key takeaways over here? Treat plans according to the guides only. They are not a foolproof system. So plan accordingly, but be ready to adapt and always be ready to change. Fourth mental model is Occam's Razor. Let me ask you a question. How often do you overcomplicate decisions? I do, sab karte hai. But Occam's Razor is a principle which says that the simplest solutions are the best solutions for your problems. So when Ola came to India, it faced competition from Uber. So they didn't overcomplicate any strategies but used a simple differentiator from Uber, which was cash payments. Now this appealed a wider Indian audience and Ola became a massive success. So what is the key takeaway over here? Before going into complex strategies for solving problems, ask yourself, iska simplest solution kya ho sakta hai? It will save you time, money and lot of headache. Fifth mental model is Pareto's Principle. Pareto Principle says that 80% of your outcome comes from 20% of efforts. So in India, when Zomato scaled its operations, it got most of its traffic and revenue from top tier restaurants in metro cities. So they doubled down their relationship with such restaurants and gained massive success and a whole lot of revenue. Simple key takeaway over here is don't just work hard, guys. Work smart, find what's working for you and then double down and earn more profits. Leadership is not about doing more but about thinking better. So with these 5 mental models, they are so powerful that it can help you lead with clarity, thus by making better decisions. So let's do an exercise. Apply any one of this mental model on a problem which you are currently facing and see how clarity you will get from using this any one mental model. So do like this video and subscribe our channel for more such insights, and also follow Finance by Swag.